This is a story called The Cradle, Snatcher. There's a young couple who have just hired a nanny for their 4 young children. Macy, aged 8 months, Jadine, aged 2, George, aged 4, and Milo, aged 6. Right from the start, the children liked their nanny Elizabeth, and so did their parents Shauna and Philip. However, after a couple of months, the children started complaining about Elizabeth, saying that she was really horrible to them and that she hit them really hard if they were naughty or if they did or said something she didn't like. Shauna and Philip spoke to Elizabeth and she assured them it wasn't true. They decided to give her the benefit of the doubt. After Elizabeth had been working for Shauna and Philip for about 6 months, they noticed that their children had become quiet and withdrawn. They asked them what was wrong and they said that Elizabeth was still hurting them. When Shauna and Philip spoke to Elizabeth, she denied everything and said the children were lying. This time Shauna and Philip didn't believe her, but they made her think that they did. They set a trap to catch Elizabeth red-handed and it worked. They got footage on their camcorder of Elizabeth hurting a kid. So they sacked her. A couple of weeks later, without the permission of Philip and Shauna, Elizabeth picked up all 4 kids from school and nursery and took them home. When Shauna and Philip found out that Elizabeth had picked the kids up, they were frantic with worry. When they went home, Elizabeth was there with the children, acting as if nothing had happened and that she was still the children's nanny. Philip and Shauna asked her to leave, but she refused, so they called the police. As soon as the police arrived, Elizabeth ran off. The police did a background check on her and discovered that her name was Joanne, and she was wanted for the murder of her 2 daughters, Janine and Erica, who were just 2 and 4 years old when she killed them. The police searched for her, but she was nowhere to be found. That night, when the whole family were all asleep in bed, Joanne used her door key to get into the house, and she took the children. She took baby Macy out of her cradle first, and then she came back for the others. When Shauna went to get the kids up the following morning, she discovered that they were gone. And she screamed out to Philip, "The kids are gone! Call the police!" As soon as the police arrived, Shauna told them that there was a strong chance it could be their nanny and that she had hurt the kids when she was looking after them. Philip managed to find a photo of Joanne and the kids. As soon as the police saw the picture, they told Shauna and Philip that they had been looking for her for 5 years because she killed her own kids and then she went on the run. As you can imagine, Philip and Shauna were terrified that they would never see their kids alive again. All the police could do was try and reassure Philip and Shauna that they would find their kids. The day after the kids were taken, Philip and Shauna went on live TV, armed with photos of their kids and their favourite toys, appealing for anyone to come forward with any information about Joanne and where her and the kids might be. 3 days later, Joanne's ex-boyfriend came forward and told the police that he knew where Joanne and the kids could be. However, by the time the police got there, Joanne and the kids had already left. The police managed to find Joanne and the kids almost straight away as soon as someone had recognised them on TV, and as Joanne was putting the kids in the car, they managed to get the registration number of the car and give it to the police. Once the police caught up with Joanne, they arrested her, returned the children to the and returned the children to their parents. Joanne was kept in custody until the day of her court appearance. On the day of her court appearance, Joanne pleaded not guilty to murder, child abuse, child neglect and kidnapping. Because of her not guilty plea, Joanne's case went to trial. During the trial, Joanne never showed any remorse. She just kept laughing as if it was all a joke. Even when the judge gave her 2 life sentences without parole, she still laughed. When Joanne was being taken to prison, the prison van collided with a car. The driver was killed instantly and one of the police officers was seriously injured. Joanne killed the other police officer and then went on the run. Whilst on the run, Joanne went to Spain where she posed as a nanny, again under a false name. After a couple of months, the children that Joanne was looking after started complaining that she was hurting them. Yet again, she was fired from her job. The children's parents had family in the UK and they knew that Joanne was extremely dangerous and that she was wanted in the UK. Straight away, the couple who Joanne worked for alerted the police. The police knew that if Joanne knew they were coming for her, she would run away again, so they came up with a plan. They got the couple she worked for to invite her round for tea and to make out they were going to give her a second chance. A couple of hours later, Joanne arrived and she was arrested and brought back to the UK to serve her sentence. Thankfully, all the kids were fine and they were relieved that it was all over. They did have counselling to help them to deal with their ordeal. The main thing was Joanne was behind bars where she belonged and she couldn't hurt anyone anymore. Thank you.